Hey guys, it's very important to understand that having clean books will help you sell your property, especially now that we're getting into some tough times because of the interest rate and inflation and all these things, right? So please, if you're a building owner, particularly multifamily, make sure you have those financials clean and ready to go, and make sure every line item makes sense, because the buyer and the lender is going to pay very much attention to those lines to make a decision on the property, right? So some of the things I wanna talk to you about is expenses versus capital expenditures. Operating expenses are expenses that happen every year or every month as part of your operations. Capital expenditures, or CapEx, are things that happen every once in a while, replacing a roof, replacing flooring, all those things are capital expenditures, right? So they don't go in the operating expense line items. You definitely do not want to inflate the expenses, even though you might think you're doing yourself a service, because now you can claim those expenses in your taxes as deductions or what have you. What you're doing is you're affecting the net operating income. You're reducing the net operating income per month, obviously annualized. But so that makes a big difference on the value of your property. So make sure you separate the real operating expenses and the capital expenditures, right? If you're not clear on that, let me know, or that you can search it on the internet and figure that out. But make sure you hire somebody who knows what they're doing, or also, if you want to do it yourself, if you're your own property manager, get you a good accounting system, a good financial system, a good management system where all that stuff is clearly stated and presented, because that is one of the biggest things buyers look for, not only to themselves underwrite a deal, but for the lender to underwrite the deal, right? So also, debt service or the mortgage is not part of your operating expenses. So don't put it up there, because what it'll do, it'll reduce the net operating income and the value of the property goes down. So make sure you understand exactly what goes in those operating expenses line items, right? Vacancy rate is not part of the operating expenses. That's part of the income portion on the top. So anyways, if you have any questions, let me know. But look, keeping your leases up to date, having a file to make sure those leases are not, you don't have to kind of chase those leases, especially if you have a lot of doors. Very important. Make sure those P&Ls are nice and tight, rent rolls, all that needs to be, the cleaner and the easier it is for us to create that financial picture for that buyer, the better it is for us brokers to help you sell that property, okay? So help us with that, especially now that it's getting a little tougher. Properties are not flying off the shelves anymore like they used to be in the last couple of years. But if you have a multifamily property that you want to sell, let me know. Casper Real Estate Services. Thank you.